USA last night beat the brakes off of Cuba 14-2 to advance to the World Baseball Classic final. And they are currently awaiting the winner of the Mexico and Japan game. And by golly, by the looks of it, we had Japan written down, but it looks like Mexico said, not so fast, hombre.
Yeah,
So,
it is literally at this exact moment. It's Mexico is up 3-0 with one out in the bottom of the seventh inning, and Japan is the home team. So it's getting real late. Japan's running out of chances. Only 8 outs left. So yeah.
Yep. Randy Arizo is man, he's the man. He's the dude. I don't know where Tampa found him, but man, they got a good one on that squad over there. So he robbed a home run tonight, did the stare down in the middle of the inning with one out, signed a fan's baseball and gave it back to him. He's been signing baseballs in the dugout and throwing them to the fans. So he is living his best life. I love it.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the USA and Venezuela game, because it is seeming to cause a bit of a stir and controversy, along with the Dominican Republic and that situation that happened with their closing pitcher, Edwin Diaz. So as we know, Edwin Diaz closed out the game, celebrated, and had a Kendrick Morales moment and tore his knee, I think it was his ACL, fucked up his knee in the middle of celebrating. So he's out for the whole season. So, and then Daniel Bard, who was in the league, got the yips, went out of the league, coached in Arizona. They told him that he still got it, went out, tried out for the team and got it. Apparently in Venezuela, the yips came back. He was all over the place in his inning. He hit Altuve in the hand, broke his hand. So Altuve is getting surgery. He'll be out for a few months. So there's this whole controversy of, you got to stop the tournament because players are getting hurt and they're being paid a lot of money. And I tell you right now, shut the fuck up, because
fuck that opinion and fuck Keith Olbermann.
I'm telling you right now, players get hurt in spring training all the time. At least this time they're representing their country if they get hurt. It happens all the time. Who's to say Altuve wouldn't got hit by a pitch by some up and coming pitcher trying to make an MLB roster? You know what I mean? So don't want to hear it. Get that out of here. It's all hoopla at this point. But that game was amazing.
The WBC is great for the game.
I love it. I
love seeing the international players. I love seeing the international fans.
I was literally about to say these fans are
I would
in
love
it. Man.
I would fucking love it to have to I love going to other stadiums, representing the A's, going to other stadiums. I would love to have more international fans coming to all the ballparks. I would love to talk to them about their teams. I know. I mean, we all love the history of the game. We all love the history of the teams. I would love to learn a little bit more about Japanese baseball and Mexican baseball and, all these different leagues. I think it's great. It's a great unifying, good feeling. We don't get this in the Olympics. It's no longer an Olympic sport. So this is great. You sell another jersey. Who cares? I'm not going to go buy an Anaheim Angel Mike Trout jersey, but I'll go buy a Mike Trout American jersey, USA. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
It
With
gets
the
me
hat
to
to
support
match.
a player who's badass, but I'm not going to buy an Angels jersey. Fucking asshole. I just hate the whole tweet, dude. Obermann's tweet was just so stupid. And stop it now. Dude, you're yelling at a cloud. You're the old guy yelling at a cloud. Be quiet.
Yeah, I actually when the tournament in 2009 was in San Francisco, me and my brother went and we saw, I think it was a semifinal. I think it was Netherlands versus Dominican Republic, maybe. And that was a lot of fun, just kind of being there and hanging out and all the fans getting into it. And that stadium was not very full, but now now it's really started to pick up some traction. And these stadiums are sold out every night now. And these fans are absolutely nuts. And I love the energy. I love the energy when I was there, when it was a half full stadium in San Francisco. And I'm absolutely just living for it now that it's full and everybody's just standing on their feet the whole time, and
Yeah.
it brings a new energy, and I'm hyped for baseball.
You make it want to watch.
Even though I know
It's-
my team is going to be shit, I'm still a little bit hyped for baseball now because
It's the
of it.
closest thing you're gonna get to World Cup energy. It's the closest thing, as far as like fans coming in, costumes, cheering on their local team or their country. It's the closest thing you're gonna ever get. And the reason why I say closest is because not every country is into baseball, but almost
Right.
every country is into soccer, so or football, depending on what side of the pond you're on. So I love it. It's great for baseball. It needs to stay, and I hope more countries get involved.
I
And get
love it.
into
I love it. I was so sad when they had to cancel it because of the pandemic. So this is the first one, since before the pandemic, and it's been so fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
been
fun.
super-
People are having fun watching baseball, and then you get these people, end it now. I am mad.
Yeah,
You're growing the game. Yes, it's to sell money, or sell jerseys for money. Yes, it's the whole point.
I'm not gonna
Some
lie.
people-
I've already gone on the record and said I want an Otani Japanese jersey, and I still want one of them. These jerseys look amazing.
These pinstripes, these Japan pinstripe jerseys, they're a lot better than those like 2006, like all blue with the red lettering. Like,
Yeah,
these are a lot more clean. I like these a lot.
so I
Some
love
You
it.
know
people
what I
just
think
aren't
would
happy.
be incredible? You know what truly what a World Baseball Classic to me should be is you have a tournament, right? But it's not like the all-stars of your league. It's a team. So it would be like you take like the top like 5 teams of MLB and they're in the tournament. And then you take like the top 5 teams from Japan, and then you put them on like neutral fields where you could play a whole bunch of games, quickly, kind of like what they're doing in spring training. But it would be like the American, Yankees versus, like it would be team versus team, not nations. So
Mhm.
it'd still be your local team.
So they actually do this every year in soccer too. So
Yeah.
so I mean, and we can
That's
talk about
what-
that a little bit
That's
later.
what would
but
be badass. It's
yeah,
like a
it's-
3-game series of
Yeah.
if the A's were good, see the A's in the World Baseball Classic versus the Tokyo Giants or something.
Like
Right.
international friendlies.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's the play.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's coming down the road, like maybe in a November or December type thing. Maybe
Right.
maybe sometime in the somewhat near-ish future, that could be a thing. Like you have a Champions League type thing.
And that's why I'm all for, I believe MLB should make the World Series season shorter, like make MLB shorter, but then have other leagues, other things, kind of like what soccer does, other tournaments that players like can play in. Cause baseball globally is like year round. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You could-
essentially global.
Honestly,
Year round.
you could there is a way to make this work where if they shortened up spring training like we had talked about before in the past, if you start regular MLB baseball mid-March, like bring it up 2 weeks or so,
Yep.
you could finish the World Series, a week and a half before the end of October if it goes
finish-
7, and
finish
then
the
like,
World Series
yeah.
the week before Halloween.
yeah,
It
exactly,
needs
and
to
then
end the week before Halloween.
Like
Yeah,
it's
then you could-
supposed to.
Yes.
you could almost do a Champions League tournament right after the World Series, or you could do a World Baseball Classic if they're so, up in arms about it during spring training. Maybe you put it at the end of the season. I don't know, but this is a tournament that needs to keep happening because I'm energized. Anybody who's watching is energized. And if you're going to do something like a World Baseball Classic in the spring, maybe a Champions League in the fall after the World Series might not be a
100%, bro.
bad idea,
100%. Because then can you imagine you get these shitty ass owners like John Fisher who don't spend shit, but you get a Billy Bean like a Moneyball team. Can you imagine the A's? Because there was a time where Billy Bean the A's were a top 4, top 5 team, right? Like it ended horribly, but they put some really good teams. Can you imagine the Miguel Tejada A's, the Hudson Mulder Zito A's
Yeah.
playing in a tournament?
Yeah, if we took like the 4 teams that made it to the ALCS and the NLCS, and then maybe the top 2 records of
Right.
the teams that didn't get that far. So we take 6 teams and Japan takes 6 teams. Maybe if we just play it with Japan, you know, and
Right.
they have their final 4 plus
Oh.
2.
Oh,
What is that Japan? Going deep?
It is time.
oh,
For anybody who's listening,
Oh
we
my
are
God.
watching the game as
Japan.
we're
Woo!
recording, and something just happened. I have no idea, guys.
Japan, Yoshida just hit a 3-run bomb to tie the game in the 7th inning.
This is a great game.
I'm so fucking
we're just
hyped.
talking about the excitement level. Look at this.
Yeah,
Look
I got
at this.
goosebumps. I got goosebumps, guys. This is so exciting.
Stop it, Vince.
Yeah.
Stop it now.
Yeah, no.
People
okay.
got hurt in a meaningless game. Stop it.
Oh, yeah.
Those are fake. That's fake
Yeah.
joy
Everybody that's
Japan-
cheering and high fiving
by that Japanese player.
Yeah,
That's
no,
fake joy.
Yeah,
he's an
that
actor.
smile,
It's a meaningless game.
those perfect teeth. Oh my god, you know, like it's all fake.
Those jerseys are hella pimp though.
Aren't they dope? They're
Oh.
like shiny silver. They're so cool. I love them.
Oh,
Yeah,
Honestly,
those are dope
that's
jerseys.
so
kind of
clean.
like the 3 of the teams that, like, obviously I'm rooting for the United States, number 1. Number 2, I'm actually rooting for Mexico. And then number 3, I'm actually rooting for Japan. So
well, guess what? Those are your final 3 teams left in the
yeah.
tournament.
I
so
should
you
have
really
said that
lucked
at the
out
beginning
there.
of the tournament, but
I know. Now you sound like a fucking liar.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, you're a front runner, Sam.
yeah.
Bandwagon.
How dare me be excited for baseball?
I know.
I was rooting for Australia, but that's because of color biasy.
Yeah. Well, I just, you know what? I kind of wanted the Nespresso machine to continue, but I knew
That's
that
true.
wasn't
The
gonna happen.
Italian
was
espresso
fun.
train was
That
great.
fun.
Yeah.
No, it's great, man. I love it.
Well, I mean, I love
And
the
tomorrow
choice of
night, man.
highs.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, we got the finale tomorrow, so I love the highs. I love all of this. This is great. You're listening to the SVT podcast. Subscribe on YouTube and hit the bell to get alerts when we post new episodes. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at SVT Sports Pod. Slide into our DMs. We would love to interact with you.